Hi everyone, and welcome to the next vlog. Today I'm talking about a very important date in my pursuit of this place in Portugal, because on today's video actually gets to the point where I can go ahead with the purchase of the house rather than it being a dream, because sadly we have to get rid of the other moggy, the yellow moggy, but that releases the funding to allow me to strike forward and complete the transaction, because I had behind the scenes and visits etc set up buying the property, and I'd got half the money put to one side for it with the sale of the grey moggy, and I needed the sale of the yellow one really to make me feel comfortable in buying it, that I wasn't raiding the house, and at this point Kaz's money as well as my own. Thankfully there was contingency plans, but I knew I couldn't sit comfortably with buying it out of any of the joint money that me and Kaz have between us. This was purely, it had to be done off the sale of the cars, else it wasn't going to happen realistically. Because I've managed to get the yellow moggy sold, it did release the money, and it got put in the bank, and then I knew I could go forward quite happily, knowing that we weren't going to get stitched anywhere along the way with shortage of funds at home, and that's how it managed to happen, thankfully. At the point of this video, we did I'd got it all sorted out, but if I remember right, I didn't get a lot of chance actually having got the keys to spend any sort of time in there doing anything with it. So at the end of this video, it is just a few still photos and a reasonable amount of footage inside, but because there's no electricity on or anything, the quality of the camera work and the lighting isn't very good, so you'll have to bear with me with it, or you fast forward bits of it or whatever to get the bits. I've tried to keep the majority of it in, but I've cut some of the bits out which are not very good to look at visually to the eye, because I see a lot of these vlogs and it's high quality lighting and everything. This originally was just bits and bobs for my own interest, but obviously it wants to be a bit better quality if there's other people looking at it. But I've put it all together on this one. Now while this is going on at the back of this one, in my head I was trying to think what was happening, and I realised in the background, judging by the next lot of photos that are coming up after this vlog, was me loading the lorry up to come to Portugal. Now me loading the lorry up, we've had two lots come over. One, a lorry which I had nothing to do with, and the second one was me driving our truck over there. We're a long way from that one, but the lorry, because I'm going back a couple of years, it was all the things that I'd managed to gather up as freebies or buying virtually next to nothing, costing next to nothing. And I want to give a bit of a shout out here, and this is what I recommend. I mean, this is how I went about it. Other people have got different criteria how they want to set theirs up, but I was, because I knew it was a long-term project and I'd got nothing in the house at all, I think I've mentioned before, I was sort of begging stuff, and I've got quite a lot of stuff given me. I've had a full, the secret is finding tradesmen who are friends and putting the word around, because I've got a friend, Shane, who was changing all his cupboards around because he'd got dark wood cabinets, and he didn't like them now. Well, it was ideal for Portugal because Portugal's all dark wood, so it fit a treat in my house in Portugal. So I just had to make some carcassing up, and I'd got all the doors from the kitchen, and you go along doing that where you can. Loads of pipe work and plumbing bits from Gordon, a plumber who's still on the go now at 70, bless him, but he's trying to wind down, but people won't let him because he's so good at his job. But he is having a muck out, and he's let me have loads of stuff that I can make use of. And then there's even my next door neighbour. He'd got a 5-metre diameter swimming pool, had no use of it, so I thought, right, we'll have that. I've got a full bathroom suite. Some rich person was pulling it out because it was the wrong colour or the wrong shape or something. So I got friend Kel, he said, I can take that out carefully if you can make use of it, Steve. I've only got to dump it. So I've got a full kitchen, sorry, a full bathroom suite for nothing. I've got another guy who was a window man. I've got a few double glazed units that I can fit in somewhere around the house. I did pay a different window man for some double glazed patio doors, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. And they're going to fit in nicely. A lovely arched one that for the top of my landing. All sorts of things like that. A bed that someone was getting rid of, Nick, I took that off his hands. Also, he'd got a couple of water tanks that could have made use of. Yes, I'll have them, please. And a big water tank, an irrigation one, massive one, from Alan. He'd got a couple, and he said I could make use of one if I wanted to. And then I've got the family and friends who, you know, once they got on board with us, they were mucking anything out. Cups and saucers, we don't use them anymore. Pots and pans, because I'd got nothing at all in Portugal. So I thought, well, we'll try and get as much as I can over there, and then I can start sorting it out myself when I get on in there. But I've got enough glasses to have my own bar, I think, but I wasn't going to refuse any. But that's how I did it. Other people are going to want to do it other ways, obviously. But I did, and it was taking me, well, I think probably a couple of years, really, of people giving me stuff. So I was gathering it all up, storing it up, and I think on the next video, it's I didn't get any video footage of me making the crates, but that particular winter, I didn't waste any time. I used that for making 7 crates, 6 foot high, 4 foot by 4 foot, on pallets, so they could be fork trucked onto a lorry, because I'd organised a lorry to take them to Portugal. Now that's another story for another day, but it had its fun and games as well on that one, I assure you. But that's part and parcel of the job. All the stuff did get there. I'll show you on the next video. But I'll leave this one at this point for you to have a look at. Like I say, this one, we've got to the point where we've actually got the house bought, and we've had a first look round it. Okay. The quality of the filming of the next one is getting better, because when I actually got keys and everything of the house and had more time to look around, I was trying to do better footage, because I wanted some of it, because at this point I still hadn't told Kaz that I bought the place, but it's getting very close to it, so I needed a lot of evidence to let her know that it's worthwhile buying. But I mean, you'll soon in a position where you can meet the missus, because you haven't seen anything of her yet other than the odd photo. I'm going to try and get her on the mic to she's never really opened up to me about what she thought at the time of me buying it. She's on board with it now, but it'd be interesting to see if she's willing to open up and tell me what she really thought. Anyway, we're still together, so obviously everything's all right. Right, well, I'm going to leave you with it, and I'll catch up with you on the next one. Take care and stay safe, everyone. Bye for now. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Thank you.
All the best.
Bye, take care.
Oh, it's going up.